Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so thrilled to bring you another super cool reseller related video. A lot's happened since my last video, including dyeing my hair blue, obviously. Let me know what you think about it, if you like it. If you don't like it, you don't have to tell me that. Anyway, just one of the perks of being self-employed. I want to try to empower you guys always with free knowledge and information, and I'm so happy to say that I'm actually partnering with Poshmark on today's video to bring you my top 5 tips for how to make money in the app. It's super cool that Poshmark has opened up campaigns to sellers on their app to be able to post videos like this, and they sponsor a video like this to ask us to give you free knowledge. I mean, what's better than free knowledge? Everyone says knowledge is half the battle. Well, it's part of the battle. You do have to do the work after that. So today I'm gonna do part of the work for you and give you my top tips. So just real quickly, to get a little bit of credibility from you, let me tell you about my history with the Poshmark app. So I actually downloaded Poshmark in 2016. Definitely wasn't looking to sell anything on there. I was not reselling in 2016. It wasn't even on my radar. I didn't even realize it was a thing people did. I was still just thrifting for my stuff or stuff for my family. I was not reselling in 2016. So flash forward to fall 2018, last year, I had been reselling on eBay for I guess about a year and decided I was gonna try this thing called Poshmark. Decided to finally start cross-posting some listings, listed like 3 or 4 things on there, and I got my first sale 8 months ago on Poshmark. It was a pair of shoes, and I remember taking less than what I really wanted to on them, but I was just interested in getting my feet wet, so I think I sold the shoes for like $20, and I probably paid like $4 for those shoes. So yes, it was a profit, but not really what I was looking for, because I like to make closer to 10 times my money on stuff. So anyway, flash forward to later in October, also 8 months ago, I made my second sale, and it was a bag that I saw at Goodwill. I picked it up because it was this beautiful leather bag, and I look inside and it's just on the wall of purses. At this particular Goodwill, the purses on the wall are $3.50, and I look inside and it says Madewell. And I was like, ooh, that's a good brand. I know that from the free knowledge I get off of YouTube from other Poshmark and eBay resellers. So keep watching these videos for sure. I never probably would have even known that brand, because in my neck of the woods, the part of the country I live in, nobody wears Madewell. So I knew it was good. I brought it home. I listed it that night. I listed it to eBay first, and I listed it to Poshmark. It sold within half an hour. Everyone was sharing it, favoriting it, liking it, comments galore. Within half an hour, I sold it on Poshmark for $115. It was a $3.50 investment earlier that day. So I started to push more listings onto Poshmark, but I still wasn't serious about it. So then all of October I got 2 sales. In November I got 2 sales. In December I got 3 sales. And then in January is when I really decided that I would start getting serious about Poshmark. So in January, I wrote down some numbers here. In January I went from 2, 2, and 3 sales for an entire month to January having 14 sales. So since January, 5.5 months total, because this is the middle of June now. So in the last 5.5 months, I'm proud to say that on Poshmark, I have sold an additional 64 items since those first 3 months where things were just trickling in, 64 more items. So 75 items total that I've sold on Poshmark, and I have made after fees $1,652.40 that I would not have made had I just stayed on eBay, would not have made if I wasn't open-minded to Poshmark in this very social community. So what changed? How did I go from 2 sales, 2 sales, 3 sales to 14 sales? How do you make 5 times your sales overnight? Because that's how it happened. I'm gonna tell you what I started doing in January that was different than October, November, and December, like what I started doing differently. So get yourself out a pen and paper, write some of these things down, take it for what it's worth, but I just gave you my numbers. The numbers don't lie. These things are what took my business on Poshmark, which is still kind of just side bay. Okay, eBay's still my main source of income right now with reselling. So Poshmark is on the side, but I've been doing really well on there. So my number 1 tip that absolutely had to change in January, or else I was not going to get 14 sales in January: sharing. Sharing is a must. Okay, you've heard that Poshmark is like a social reselling app and a social buying platform. It absolutely is. The number 1 part of being social on Poshmark is sharing your listings. It's it's non-negotiable, basically. End of story. If you think you're gonna list it and forget it on Poshmark, forget it. The listings on Poshmark, when you put them up, they're basically good until canceled. Like, I listed some things on Mercari and they weren't selling, and Mercari basically like canceled the listings. I don't even know what to do with Mercari. And then eBay just recently got to where whenever you list something on there, it's good till canceled. But Poshmark has always been that way. It's free to list. You only pay when something sells, and the listings are on there forever, unless you cancel them. So when a buyer searches for an item, say I'm searching for a Prada bag and I type in Prada crossbody, they are automatically sorted based off of the last item shared. So if seller number one just shared their item, they're at the top, and then all these people just recently shared, and you listed Prada and your Prada, maybe thebomb.com at 90% off, and you haven't shared it in the past 3 months, it'll be on the last page if the seller or if the buyer ever gets there. Like, you have to share. Now, if you're shopping like I do, I'm gonna sort that according to price, but then when you sort it according to price, then all of a sudden you get like Prada shopping bags and so you kind of do get stuck looking through the most relevant, and they sort most relevant being the items that were last shared. Okay, so also, it kind of makes your closet look sloppy when you don't share your items, because when you share your items, it reorders your closet. And your closet on Poshmark is basically your inventory, if I'm speaking out of turn there. So when you share, all of your items get resorted. So all of my solds stay at the bottom. Well, if you never share your items, then I might see like 3 lines of clothes that are for sale, and then I start seeing sold items. I'm gonna quit looking through your closet because I think I've gotten to the solds. Well, then not so. You have more items down here. They just haven't been shared and reordered. So it makes your closet look really sloppy if you're not. And trust me, people don't anticipate your solds to be mixed in with, you know, maybe 1 or 2 if they just sold, but we don't anticipate that your solds will be mixed in. When I get to lines of solds, I think that I'm at the end of your closet. So I shoot for a minimum 2 times a day, once in the morning and once in the evening, but my real goal is to share 4 times a day. Recently, I enlisted my son, my oldest son, to start sharing, and I offered him 50 cents every time that he shared my closet. I have right now around 150 to 170 active listings, and it takes 5 minutes. So the easiest way to share is not from your phone, not from the mobile app, is from a tablet on like Safari or Google Chrome or something like that, where 4 listings are going to pop up at one time. And on the app, there's kind of a lag when you hit the item and click share, and then you have to wait, and then the item and click share, and you have to wait, and it's only like 1.5 seconds that you have to wait. But over 150 items, you can understand how that wait, you can get through them a lot sooner if you don't have to wait. And on the app, if you're on an Internet Explorer or Google Chrome or Safari or something like that, then that lag means a lot, or the lack thereof. So sharing minimum 2 times a day, aim at 4 times a day, and don't stress out over sharing at the parties. When I was new to Poshmark, I was like, oh no, there was a dress party and I didn't share my dresses. Oh no, there was a preppy party and I had all this J. Crew and I didn't share it. Share it if you can, or if you're on there and the party is happening while you're sharing anyway, share those special items, but don't stress out. One of the reasons why you're self-employed is to have free time, and if you run your entire day around when Poshmark is having a party, surprise, they're almost always having a party, all right? And it'll drive you crazy. So don't stress out over the parties. I do what is called strategic sharing, and I heard about this from a Poshmark reseller that I like to follow on YouTube. If you haven't already heard about her, it's Empty Hanger. So just search her name, and she was talking about strategic sharing. So I list a lot of vintage jeans, vintage denim, vintage Levi's. And so I may type in vintage Levi's and share all these people's jeans, because when they come share back, I have reordered my closet. Again, I've shared my own vintage jeans. So the first 3 lines in my closet are all vintage jeans. So when this person wants to thank me for sharing their item and they come to my closet, they're gonna share a pair of vintage jeans. When they share my jeans, it goes out to everyone that follows them. Well, who follows them? Buyers of vintage jeans. Do you understand what I'm saying? So resort your closet. Maybe you list a lot of Lily Pulitzer. Share all your Lily Pulitzer to where it's at the front, and then go search Lily Pulitzer and share all of those people's items. 1 or 2 are gonna come back and thank you for sharing their item, and they're gonna share the top thing in your closet. They're not gonna scroll through your closet, they're gonna share the top thing. Or maybe they wanna come to your closet and see if you have any Lily that they can share, and it's right there for them. So you're making it easy. So strategic sharing is caring, all right? That's all for my number one tip. That was a lot of information, but sharing, it's non-negotiable. You absolutely have to share. My number two tip is to become a Poshmark ambassador. So in January, when I decided I'm gonna do this Poshmark thing for real, because I'd made enough money at it, I'm gonna do this. My number one goal is to be a Poshmark ambassador. So being an ambassador means, I think it's 5,000 shares minimum, 5,000 of your own, and 5,000 of someone else's shares. You have to share a certain number of new closets. You have to have given love notes, which means that you have to buy an item. So when you first sign up for Poshmark, you may as well use that credit that you get, and I'll link below where you can get like a $10 credit right now if you click on there and sign up under my name, and then I get a $10 credit, but you may as well use that $10 credit to buy something, because you're gonna have to leave a love note for someone before you can ever be a Poshmark ambassador. So follow the criteria they have to become a Poshmark ambassador and just get it done. It is so monotonous to share that much, but I just looked at like how many shares I needed, 5,000, broke that up over a month. How many shares did that mean that I needed a day? If I shared twice a day, then how many, you know, in each sharing session? And I just got it done. If you're gonna work it like a job, just understand that that's part of what you're being paid to do that day, okay? So become a Poshmark ambassador. Why does that help you make money? Because when new people come to the app, the folks that they're recommended to follow are Poshmark ambassadors largely. So it's gonna automatically recommend to brand new people on this app that they follow you. And when they follow you, they see what you have for sale. So become a Poshmark ambassador. That's tip number two. Tip number three is to spend as little money as you need to. Yes, sometimes you have to spend money to make money. Can we make it this much? Can we spend a little bit of money as we possibly can? First of all, for lighting, like I have this fabulous lighting kit that's lighting on my face right now, and it lights up my items when I go to sell them. You don't need all that, okay? Until you really start making money. And these lights were $75. I got 3 of them from Amazon. I'll try to, but no, I bought them on eBay. I'll try to find and link below the ones that I have if you're interested. But you don't have to buy lighting to begin with. If you have a window that has a lot of natural light, use that. Okay, for a background, I have this great gray wall, and I can adjust the exposure in my photos to make this look white even. It's not necessary, all right? You go to the Dollar Tree and get yourself a $1 foam board and lay your items on that if you need to, and photograph them. Use your floor. Use whatever you can that is free or cheap, all right? And as few props as better. I think a few props are pretty in a Poshmark photo, but when you go to look for a t-shirt and the girl has like 13 items around the t-shirt, I don't even know what's for sale anymore. So I tend to use items that I have for sale. Like I had this beautiful vintage leather, stamped leather handbag, and that was appearing in all my photos because it was so pretty. And the item did sell, so now I had to use a different bag whenever I use a prop bag. For tissue paper, go to Dollar Tree. Okay, you can get white tissue paper. Do not buy colored tissue paper and all the cutesy little patterns, because it could bleed on the fabric or on the material, and I just think it looks less professional than just a white tissue paper anyway. And spend some money on thank you notes, okay? It can be 100 different little things. I used to use these little cards that I found at an outlet store that I think originally they'd come from Target, and they just said like talk about a friend, and had like a taco, or you know, something like really stupid, and I'm nuts about you, and has a peanut on it or something like that, and I would just say thank you so, this is what I almost always write. So suppose you bought a sweater from me. Thank you greatly for your purchase. Enjoy this awesome sweater, and God bless. And every person gets one of them. So get some thank you cards. That is something that's worth spending a little bit of money. And when I say a little bit, like $1 or $2, okay? Save money where you can. So we talked about spending money. My fourth tip is to save money where you can. Do not go think that you have to have some fancy shipping supplies or some phenomenal poly mailers to mail out your inventory, you know, your orders. You need to get on USPS.com and order free shipping supplies, because they will give you everything from if you do just want to use envelopes, you can get a padded poly mailer, you can get a paper envelope. I have a video about taking those paper envelopes and shoving even boxes into them, and how to refit those to hold larger items. You can get boxes, you can get large flat rate boxes. The beauty of Poshmark is that you can use absolutely any USPS box other than like the expedited shipping. So you can use a flat rate box. You don't have to pay the flat rate. You just put your Poshmark label on there. Poshmark shipping was a little intimidating for me at first. And it was because I was way trying to overcomplicate it. It could not be any more simple. You take a box, you print their label, you put it on your box. Go to USPS.com and order yourself some free shipping supplies, okay? So keep your inventory cost really, really low too. Save money where you can. Keep your inventory cost low or free. First of all, look around your house and see what you have. Everyone's gonna tell you that because you bought it, you liked it, someone else may like it. I feel like I price things way lower when they come out of my closet also. But as a general rule, I'm gonna say if you're just starting out on reselling, keep your inventory $5 or less, please. Do not go spend $20 on a bag hoping that you might sell it for $40. That just doesn't make good sense, okay? $5 or less. There are places near you that you can find items for $5 or less. I'm talking to you. Stop spending so much on your inventory, okay? We need good profit margins, good ratios here. Skip the fancy freebies in the packaging. I've never ordered anything on Poshmark and expected to get a free necklace when it came in. Why are you spending money giving your buyers free stuff? This is a business, okay? Yes, we're here to make friends also. I like to make friends within the reseller community. I don't need my buyers to think that we're best friends and I'm mailing them all of this free stuff, okay? If you have some inventory that may be little things or stale things and you just want to push it out as freebies to try to get return business, that's great. Do not go to the store and buy stuff to give away. It just, guys, you could spend your money somewhere else, okay? Like inventory. Okay, and my very last tip, my number 5 tip to make money on Poshmark is to not feel pressure to participate in every single sale or event that Poshmark has, because there's a lot. Poshmark's gonna see this video and that's okay. Poshmark, there's too many sale events. I'll get on Monday and it's closet clean out, and on Tuesday offers to likers, and on Thursday we're doing another closet clean out. And every time that you put an item on sale or you submit offers to likers on Poshmark, you have to drop your item 10%. So if my item starts out at $50 and there's a sale on Monday and it's down to $45, and then I do offers to likers and that's down to $40 and a shipping discount, and the next time I want to drop it, it's gonna have to be at $35, like 10% at a time. It's okay if it's once or twice, but by the time that you've dropped it every single time that Poshmark has a sale, you're giving your item away by week 3. Do not feel like you have to participate in every single one of those, okay? Even if you're opening up your Instagram feed and everyone has 87 sales from the weekend because they participated in closet clear out, you have no idea what their markup was on that. You have no idea what their profit was on that. They may have profited $2 off of every item. Stop giving your items away to participate in closet clean out and all of that. Be strategic when you do offers, because I ran the numbers. Like, suppose I have a pair of shoes listed right now for $44. If I did offers to likers, I would have to drop it to at least $39, and I'd have to offer a $1.80 shipping discount. So basically I'm offering the shoes for $37.20. So if I just went in and actually reduced the shoes to $37, then I would net $29.60. If I did it with offers to likers, I get $29.40. That's only 20 cents difference, but it's gonna make a difference in the long haul. And on those super expensive items, a $100 item, $50 item or something, it's gonna make more of a difference than what you think. So sometimes I skip over offers to likers, and I think if I'm gonna offer it to them at $20 plus I have to pay for a shipping discount, because you cannot do offers to likers without a shipping discount, which you pay for, why don't I just drop the item overall? Instead of speaking to these 5 people that like the item, let's just talk to everybody. So be really strategic about when you drop your prices. Don't get caught up in the whole closet clean out and all of that mess. Let's make a deal days, and let's make a deal every day, and let's churn a profit. So if you do want to participate in those things on a regular basis, keep that in mind when you list your item. Price high so that you're able to participate in those markdowns, okay? Or price high so that you're able to take reasonable offers. I saw that on someone's Instagram. I wish I knew who to credit with that, but I saw it the other day that their strategy was to source good items, take bomb.com photos, and because of those great photos, price high and accept reasonable offers. My items always go on Poshmark for at least $5 more than what they are on my eBay. Helpful tip if you're shopping my store, because Poshmark's fee is higher and Poshmark clientele will pay more than what eBay will. So keep in mind that Poshmark has a minimum of $2.95 coming out. It's not a yard sale, okay? Stop going on Poshmark and pricing your jeans at $5 so you can make $2.05 on them, because then, based off the sold comps, I have to price those jeans at $5. And the last thing we want is for Poshmark to be swarmed with people looking for $5 jeans, and we're all making $2 an item for what we sell. There's too much work going into this. So sit on your item if you need to. Always have a list of inventory, maybe in that $10 or less, $20 or less, that you can just price low just to clear out, to have those bread and butter sales. But I sat on a Burberry coat for a while this past couple months, and I ended up selling it for $175. It was worth it to sit on it for a little while, knowing that I could sell it for that amount. You know what I mean? Versus dropping it every time and eventually selling that thing for what, like 40 bucks? I'll wait on the right buyer, so you should too. I hope that you got some beneficial information from this video. I was thinking this is going to be a 5-minute video, and it's 20 minutes, and I don't even know how much longer I really have to talk before my battery dies or before my card is full. So with that being said, I'm going to bid you guys the best of luck on Poshmark. Let me reject a phone call there. I wish you the best of luck on Poshmark. I really want you guys to succeed. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have advice or tips on future videos that you would like to see, request, please drop those below also. And thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I just hit that this week, and I'm so thankful for you guys that you care at all to hear what I have to say. And I just want you to have an awesome time at this reselling journey and at life. So God bless you guys.